Hey everyone, welcome back to Neural Nexus, simplifying AI for everyone. I'm Prince Nigam and this is part 3 of our AI agent series. In part 1, we explored what AI agents are. In part 2, we discussed different ways to building them. And now, in this video, we will actually create a simple AI agent for free using n8n. By the end of the session, you will have your very first AI agent up and running. So let's get started. So what exactly is n8n? n8n is an open source workflow automation tool. So it lets you connect apps, API, and AI models. You build your workflow visually by just drag and drop. If you have ever used tools like Zapier or Make, it works the same. But here is the key difference. n8n is free and open source. That means you control where it runs, how it runs, and who controls your data. Here, why I really like n8n. It has over 1000 plus integrations like Google, Slack, email, databases, AI tools, and more. You can create AI agents, bots, and automations with just a few clicks. It works with any API like REST, GraphQL, and you name it, and it's all there. You can extend it with your own JavaScript functionality. And the best of it, it has a huge active open source community. Now you might be wondering, how is this different from Zapier or Make? So Zapier and Make are paid SaaS platform. They are easy to use, but you are limited by the pricing tier. And the most importantly, the vendor controls your data. With n8n, it's open source. If you self-host, it's completely free, unlimited, and you keep full control of your own data. So you can run n8n in two ways. Cloud hosting, this is paid. The n8n team hosts it for you. Easy to set up, always online, but you need a subscription. The second option is self-hosting. This can be free. You can run it on your laptop or on cloud VPS like AWS, Azure, or Hostinger, and you will get the full control of it. So the choice depends on your need. Let's compare local versus cloud. So in local hosting, it is free, quick to set up, and gives you complete control. But it only works while your computer is on. On the other hand, on cloud hosting, it's always on, more reliable for production, but comes with a cost. Since this video is creating your first AI agent for free, we will go with the local hosting. Let's set up n8n account locally using the Docker. First, go to your browser and type docker.com and click on download Docker desktop and install the appropriate version. Once the installer finishes downloading, run it to install Docker on your machine. After the installation, you will see the Docker desktop icon on your desktop. Double click on it to open and you will get a login screen. Just click skip in the top right corner. Now, if your system asks to update WSL, that's Windows Subsystem for Linux, open command prompt and run the command WSL update and then it's done. Now it's done, click restart. This will restart your Docker engine. Next, let's create a volume for n8n. Go to command prompt and type docker space volume space create space n8n underscore data. Click enter. Once that's done, your volume will be created as n8n data. Now run the command to initiate the n8n. I copied the command in the video description for you to copy and use it. Now the command is running. When the command finishes, you will get a URL to open the n8n like http://localhost 5678. You will also see the container has started. Now go back to your browser and type that URL http://localhost 5678 and hit enter. And that's it. Your n8n is now installed, configured and ready to use on your local machine for free. Okay, let's set up the n8n owner account. You have to fill the required detail on this page like your email, first name, last name, password, and check the checkbox if you would like to receive update from the n8n. Once you are done with filling all the details, click on next. Now, in the next page, you will be asked a set of questions like what best describe your company. The option include software as a services, e-commerce, marketing agency, educator, and others. Now, the next questions are like which role best describes you, who will your automation mainly be for, how big is your company, and how did you hear about n8n. Fill all the details and click on Get Started button. Now, this is the main page of n8n or the overview page. On the top right corner, you will see there is a button called Create Workflow. This is where we will start our workflow when we start building our AI agent. Down below, you will see there is a table. It is an analytical table where we have information like production execution, failed execution, failure rate, time saved, runtime, etc. And if you just notice down there are two options. One for start from scratch and one is test a simple AI agent example. So if you would like to start from here without doing something, you can click here. On the left sidebar, we have template. Let's click on it. This opens up a new tab. Here we have 5000 plus inbuilt workflow available in n8n, which you can use directly to start your project. So all these workflow or template are listed here. There are also some trending AI templates if you want to use. If you scroll further down, you will find categories which includes marketing, sales, support, IT ops and others. Let's go back to our overview page. Okay, now let's create our first AI agent. Click on the Create Workflow. This opens up a blank canvas. Now we have to add our first step, which is a trigger. So let's click on this plus sign. A trigger is a step where our workflow starts. There are different type of triggers available in n8n like manual trigger, on app trigger, on event, on webhook call, form submission, chat, etc. For our demo purpose, we will use a simple chat trigger. Let's go to the search node and type chat. So we can have a chat trigger. Let's click on it. This opens up a new window. Click on Back to Canvas. Now our chat trigger has been added. Next, click on the plus sign and add AI agent. Let's type AI agent and click on this. Click on Back to Canvas. Okay, so our AI agent has been added. Now in n8n, all AI agents have three main parts. One is your chat model, which includes different language models. One is your memory that store information, and the last is the tools which is used to perform actions. So let's configure the chat model. Click on plus. There are different types of language models available in n8n like AWS, Bedrock, Google Gemini, OpenAI, and a lot more. For this demo, we will select the OpenAI chat model. Now we have to configure our OpenAI account with this. Click on create new credential. Now we need the API key. Open the browser and search for the OpenAI API key. Click on the official site. If you already have an account, log in. If not, click on sign up. I already have an account, so I'll log in there. On the top right, there is an option for create new secret key. Fill the required details like name of the key, project name, and click on create secret key. This will create the secret key for us. We will copy this key and we'll go back to our n8n and paste it here. Then we'll click on save. This add our OpenAI key account into the n8n. Now let's go to the model. Different models from OpenAI are available to configure like GPT-4, GPT 4.1 mini, GPT 4.0 mini, and for this demo purpose we are going to use GPT 4.1 mini as it's a lightweight and easy to use model. Click back to canvas. Now our chat model is ready. Let's set up the memory. There are different type of memories available here like MongoDB, Motorhead, Redis, etc. Let's click on simple memory for now. This memory is used to remember the chat conversation or the other information. Now let's set up the tool. For the agent, we are going to use SerpAPI, which searches Google for real-time information and scrape the data. Click on the plus sign and type SerpAPI. And select it. Now, if you already have an account with the SerpAPI, you can use that. If not, you have to create a new credential because you need an API key for this as well. So let's go to the browser and search SerpAPI API key. Now let's click on the official site. Now again there are two options, one for sign in and one for register. Now if you already have an account, click on sign in. If not, click on register. Let's click on register. Then we have an option to sign up with GitHub account or with our Google account. I'll sign up with my Google account. We'll go for the free version. With the free version, you have around 250 searches free. And on the left side bar, if you see there is an option for API key. If you click there, then we can create our own private API key. So for me, the API key has been already generated. I'll copy this API key from here and we'll go back to the n8n. Now click on create new credential and paste this key and click on save. Now SerpAPI is configured. So now we have our chat model, memory and tool ready. The next step is the action. Let's click on the plus sign and write send email. Click on send email. Then again click on send email. This opens up the setup window. Here we select the SMTP account, set the operation to send, and fill in the form address. So for now, I'll fill my from email from which I want to send the email. Now there is a two option where we have to write the email to which we have to send the email. Then we have subject. For subject, we can configure from the previous. Let's execute the previous node so that we have all the required variables available with us to configure here. Let's click on execute previous node. In the chat window, let's write top 5 sushi restaurants in Pune. Send the message and you will see the nodes are running. And finally, an email has been sent. So you see there is a plus sign on the email. Let's go to our mailbox. We'll see what email we received. So here we received an email. Let's go to it. So there is no subject, no body. So let's configure the subject line. Now on the left window, we have an option for various variable which we can configure here for the subject. So we'll select the expression here, and from the left we want the chat input to be the subject as in variable. So let's drag the chat input from the left window to here. You can also expand this from this button small icon here. Now if you just expand the left, we found the chat window. Let's drag here and we can see what result we will get in our subject line as well on the right side. So let's go back, and in email format, let's see. Okay, we have option for text, HTML, and both. For now we'll just keep it HTML. Okay, let's try with one other example. In the chat box we write best tourist places in Pune, India. Let's send the message. Now the agent is running, different nodes are running, and an email is been sent. So node executed successfully, and everything is done. Let's go to the email. Let's click on it. Go to the inbox and we see a new email is been arrived with a subject line as best tourist places in Pune, India. Let's go back again and configure the mail body. So in mail body we want the chat output. So we select the output here. We can see on the right what all output will be shown. Okay, let's go back to our workflow. Now we'll clear the chat history and again write the message top 5 tourist places in Pune, India. Okay, let's try this again. Click on send and the different nodes are running and an email has been sent. Node executed successfully. Let's go to our email, go to inbox, and a new email has been arrived with both subject line as well as with the body. Okay, but we see the SerpAPI is not executed. Let's try with one other example. What is the weather in Pune now. And let's send this message. Now in this case, it will search the Google and the SERP API will scrape the data from there. So the email is been sent. Let's go to our email, click on inbox, and we see a new email is being arrived here with the subject line as well as with the email body, like the current weather in Pune is cloudy with a temperature of 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Now we'll name our workflow. We'll write it as my first AI agent. Now let's save our workflow. Click on save. Now our workflow is ready. Here we have three options. One is editor, where we can edit our workflow, and then we have the execution, where we can see what all execution was done by the agent. So it's kind of an audit log where we have all the information, like at what time the agent ran the workflow, what was the input, what was the output for it. And as you see, there is a different output. We can see what all nodes are being running by the agent. So all the informations are present here in the execution tab. And if we go to the evaluation tab, so here we can evaluate our agent. Now on the top there is an toggle button to active or uh, inactive our workflow. So we'll just make it our workflow active. Let's toggle this, click on got it. Let's close this pop-up, click on overview, and you see our agent is mentioned here with an active status. So from here as well we can toggle this to make it active or inactive. So yeah, this is it. We had created our first AI agent completely free.